Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Can you believe that today we are beginning week 10, day 1? So, including this week, we only have one more week left. And so, I'm still looking forward to hearing from you. If you have any specific requests for something to study more, or maybe something of interest, or a topic that you would like to discuss together. So we are going to continue with today the first 3 segments. We will focus on finishing some review, and so far we have been using the workbook. So last week we went through units 6 and 7 in the workbook. And so today I would like for us to start with segment 1, starting with unit 8. So if you remember, unit 8, the topic was about work. And in the unit on work, we learned some vocabulary here. We also learned some idioms about work. For example, pull some strings, show someone the ropes, big dog or big boss, meaning like CEO. So just to help you remember and pull out some vocabulary, we're going to start with some listening practice and vocab review. So behind me, I have written all of the vocabulary that we learned during Unit 8. So how about at this time, let's take a few moments to quickly review the vocabulary. So if you remember, we talked about background. This word is often connected with other adjectives, such as cultural background, economic background, religious background. So this is a noun that is usually connected with another word. Okay, we talked about employed. If I say I am employed, it means that I have work. I am currently working. So describing someone who is a worker, he or she is employed. Okay, now there are other related words with this one. For example, employer. If I take off ed and I have er, this means the company or person who employs me, gives me a job. So employ is used often as a verb. Okay, so employment is a noun, M-E-N-T, employment. Okay, we mentioned about interview, meaning the questions that you are asked before you receive a job. You get questions asked and you answer. So an interviewer is the person who interviews you or asks you questions. If you are answering questions, you are an interviewee, to ease. Okay, so I'm going to write on the edge here, interviewer or interviewee, E-R-E-E. Okay, personnel. This is a noun describing staff, people who work for a company or organization. Okay, reliable. If you remember, this is an adjective, reliable. Let's see. My students are reliable. They always do their homework. All right. So reliable, I'm going to put here adjective. So reliable tells me the part of speech, which is an adjective. Think about ability. Able to demonstrate trust. Able to be trusted. able to rely on someone or something. Reliable. Okay, so fair. Now, we know that this word has some different meanings. One word is an adjective. Sorry, one use is an adjective form. If I say, she is a fair boss, she treats her employees equally. So the meaning is just, having value, equal value to everyone. Fair, or fairness is the noun. In this case, however, fair is a noun, not an adjective. So job fair, we talked about during Unit 8. Let's see. Peter and Beck Young went to a car fair, I think, right? So if I think about a kind of festival or event or gathering for a lot of people, perhaps in the same career path, or maybe it could be an arts and crafts fair, a food fair, a fall fair. Okay, so usually we will put another word before fair if we are using it as a noun, meaning it will go together with another word, a collocation. Okay, confidence is a noun. Okay, remember strong. If I have confidence, this is the noun. Or I am confident with a T is the adjective. So let's put here, this one is a noun, and then with a T, it will be an adjective, confidence. Most employers look for people who have confidence to do their job well. Okay, what about degree? In this case, it's a noun. So if I say I have a bachelor's degree, the meaning is it is a course of study that I have completed and received a diploma. So usually we put another word before this one. Bachelor's degree, associate's degree, master's degree, doctor's degree, or PhD. Okay, and then gets along. In Unit 8, we also talked about phrasal verbs, meaning two verbs that, usually a verb plus a preposition that go together. So in this case, gets along. Gets is the verb, along is the preposition, and together these words have a special meaning. So what about this one? Okay, let me put here phrasal verb. Gets along means to have a good relationship with people. It might be a common characteristic that employers look for to hire for someone. Okay, and strengths. Strengths. This is a plural noun. Remember this one? So a positive quality that people can possess. Maybe your strengths are motivation, kindness, determination. Maybe you are patient or funny. Okay, a positive quality is your strength. And this is a very common word relating to jobs, job qualifications. So a common question is, what are your strengths? You may hear this on a job application or during an interview. Okay, critical. We have AL. Critical is an adjective. And critic, remember, is a person, a critic. And then critique, CRITIQUE, is the verb, critique. And it has a different stress. Now, critical. Critical has the first syllable stress. Okay? All right, pardon me. All right, finally, network. Network. We talked about how this word can be a noun or a verb. A noun or a verb. So let's see. For example, Facebook is a social network. So in this case, network is a noun, and I'm using an adjective before. Okay? Now, what about network? If I say, I like to network with people and make connections for work. Okay, so to plus a verb. We have an infinitive here, to network. So this is a use for a verb form with network. Okay, next we have patient. This has two meanings we discussed. A patient can be a person, which is a noun, or an adjective. If you are patient, you are long suffering. You are able to wait, to be calm, instead of getting angry or frustrated. Patient is the opposite. And the last word we discussed was firm. So this can also be an adjective or a noun. Okay, so let me put here adjective, noun, and also noun, adjective. Okay, so in this case, what did we talk about? Well, a company, another word for company could be a firm, especially relating to law. A law office is a law firm. Now, firm can also be an adjective meaning strong or strict, not easily moved. So, I hope that these words ring a bell. You know, the expression ding, 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 ring a bell in your mind, help you remember a little bit. So, perhaps if you still have a link, you could go back and watch the Unit 8 lesson that we had, including the idioms that we learned relating to work and employment. So, having reviewed all of these words, at this time, let's prepare to do a little bit more listening practice. And I want to challenge you. See if you can hear these words in the listening. So instead of our student book, we're going to go back to the white colored workbook. We're starting on page 90. Page 90. So it looks like this. And I am using this Q reader, okay? And I challenge you to listen and fill in the blank. So we see at the top a gray box containing some of these vocab words. And also we will use this information to answer a few more exercises. All right? So how about we listen once together, and after that we will check. So 2 listening challenges. Try to hear as many vocab words as you can. Second challenge, try to fill in the blank. Okay, ready? Let's listen together.
Unit 8, Work. Page 90, Exercise 1.
Marina is from Senegal and has been living in the United States for 1 year. She has been employed as a cashier in a pharmacy for about 6 months. She has several strengths as an employee. She is reliable and friendly. She also gets along well with her coworkers. She is taking business courses at night and wants to get a degree in hotel management. Last week, she applied for a job as a reservations clerk at a big hotel. In the future, she hopes to get a job as an assistant manager or a manager. Today, she got a call from the personnel manager asking her to come in for an interview. Marina is confident that she can do the job. She speaks English well and she speaks French fluently. She knows how to use a computer, a copy machine, and a fax machine. But she can't work the night shift because of her business classes.
Okay, pause here. All right, so this is a little bit of a listening challenge to fill in the blank quickly. So we have an answer for number 1, employed. And we're talking about Maria from Senegal. Okay, so Africa. What about the second answer? Did you catch it? What did you hear? Strengths. So let me also say to you, if you missed anything and you would like to listen again, go ahead and pause and use the cue reader so that you can do so. And we will continue to check together. Okay, what about number 3? She is blank and friendly. So we have an conjunction and, but, or, so. These are conjunctions linking ideas together in a sentence. So if we have and, that means we need to have the same word form. So after and, we have friendly, which is what? An adjective. So we need another adjective. Which word here is an adjective? There's really only one choice. Reliable. Number 4, she also blank well with her coworkers. So we talked about how this word is often connected with another word. And what is that? Gets along well. Pardon me, alarm to keep me from talking too long. Okay, gets along well and also with. Sorry, my writing is a bit messy. So she is reliable and friendly. She also gets along well with her coworkers. Let's go ahead and finish these fill in the blank words here. So after that, segment 2, we can continue a little bit. Okay, what about number 5? She is taking business courses at night and wants to get a degree in hotel management. You often see the preposition in after the word degree. Okay, example, I have a degree in human services. Okay, number 6. Let's skip some parts here. Today, she got a call from the blank manager asking her to come in for an interview. Okay, personnel. So personnel, in this case, is used as an adjective. So let's put here noun or adjective. Okay, personnel manager is the kind of manager. Now it could say, let's see, financial personnel or legal personnel. In that case, we're using it as a noun with another adjective before. Right, number 7, the last one. Okay, Marina is confident that she can do the job. She speaks English well, and she speaks French fluently. Lucky her. She knows how to use a computer, a copy machine, a fax machine, but she can't work the night shift because of her business classes. Okay, now I might have forgotten to write the word shift. So I'll add that up here as a review, as a reminder. What's the meaning? It's the hours that you work in your job. Maybe you have the morning shift from 8 a.m. to maybe 4 p.m. Maybe you have an evening shift from 5 p.m. to midnight, for example. Okay, so let me challenge you to maybe listen again and try to catch any vocab that you might hear. Maybe you can go back and review some notes with this vocabulary from Unit 8. And then maybe we'll do a few more exercises in Segment 2. Now, a quick reminder. When we actually used the green student book and we went through Unit 8, we had already completed some review with the grammar. So we have already done Lesson B in the workbook. And we had also done Lesson C. So we will do just a quick review on those grammar points, okay? So I will see you in a few moments with Segment 2.